So we'll begin with arriving and presencing, getting in our bodies. So you come into a comfortable seat, whether you're sitting on the ground or on a support on the ground or on a chair. I'm sitting on a stool. And we feel first the contact that our body's making with whatever the support is, where we're sitting. The cushion, the mat, the chair. Feel those points of contact through your hips, your bottom, your legs, your feet. Feel the clothing on your skin. Perceive as well the temperature, the ambient temperature around you, whether it's cool or warm or just right. And the temperature in your body, like I can feel my toes are kind of cold, but my throat and my chest is quite warm. My face feels warm. And now the breath. The mouth is closed and the jaw is relaxed and the breath is through the nose. And all you're doing is watching yourself breathe. Though watching your breath changes your breath. And so you're witnessing too just how your breath changes when you become aware of it. If you feel the impulse or the urge to take deep breaths or to take a cleansing, clearing breath, do that. Anything that arises within you as an urge, an impulse from your physical body, through a whole practice, you're invited to follow that detour wherever it might take you. And I'll be here as your guide, and you can always come back to what I'm guiding you. But this is your practice. It's your body. This is your moment. Breath. Awareness of where the breath travels to in your body. And then let's do consciously deepen it, breathing into our abdomen, through the middle of the lungs, up into the chest, and we fill our lungs with as much prana as we can. Pulling breath in and holding in. Exhale slowly and completely. All the breath exits the lungs. We press the breath out, pull the navel in towards the spine, hold the breath out, stay empty, and then fill again. Breathing into the bottom of the lungs, move the ribs to the side, fill the middle, feel the breath even between the shoulder blades and then up to the collarbones and into the throat, and we fill up. Hold the breath in, suck in more air, and exhale, slowly deflating, squeezing in the ribs, squeezing in the navel, press the breath out. And once again, like that, we fill our lungs, abdomen out, ribs out, breath to the shoulders, to the collarbones, to the throat. Expand, front, sides, bottom, top. Hold breath in. Exhale. Hold the breath out, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale. Deep breaths. And our intention today, like I mentioned, is to just work through our joints, feet to head, opening up different parts of the body for the free flow of energy. And then depending on our time with that, we'll do a practice afterwards too, and more movements, more yoga movements. I'm going to move back to my mat back here. Okay, so sitting on the ground, I'm just going to sit with my legs long. I'll take off my socks so you can see my feet. And I'll lean back into my hands for some support. And we start with our toes. So my toes, I don't know if you can see this. Maybe I'll move closer again. It's just like toes down and toes back. Toes forward and toes back. So I'm trying to just isolate the movement in my toes, curling my toes down towards the soles of my feet and then back and open and spreading. And then down. We do that like 5 to 10 times. And then hold the toes up and fan the toes and spread them out. Hold and fan, toes up. Breath. And then we point our toes towards the ground, stretching through the tops of the feet, and then flex the feet, push through the heels, and the toes come back. So now the movements in the ankles. 5 times, point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Good. Now I'll separate my feet wider now. My feet are like 2 feet apart, and I'm going to drop my toes towards the outside of the mat. So external rotation and then internal. And I'm feeling this in my hips a little bit too, but I'm moving my toes in and out like windshield wipers. Toes down, toes out. And then toes up and rotate the ankles. Just pick the same direction and rotate through the ankles, and the rest of the legs try to stay as still as they can. Though of course they'll move. Now change directions. Slowly rotate ankles. Full rotation. Okay, good. And then we slide our feet to the ground, right like this. I'm going to drop my right foot to the ground. It's kind of like half lotus. My knees out to the side, my foot's in front of my body. So we've worked our toes and our ankles, and now we'll go to our knee. I'm going to grab hold of my left thigh, bring my left foot up off the ground, hold the left foot, and then circle my knee around by moving my foot. And then circle the other way. Okay, and then you come back to center and hold your thigh again, and we extend through the left leg and then bend the left knee. Heel in and heel up. About 5 times. Extension and flexion, up and down. Good. And then we drop the left foot down. I'm going to hold my left foot and my left knee. Now I'm working on my right or my left hip. So I'm holding my knee to circle my femur and my hip. I'm making big circles with my left leg to rotate in my left hip socket. One direction, and then the other, changing directions. Okay, and then I'll place my left foot down, and we'll do the same thing with the right leg. So left leg's on the ground, right leg comes up. I'm holding my right thigh and my right foot, and by moving my foot, I'm going to circle through my knee. Moving moving my foot in a circle. One direction, and then the other, about 5 times. Try to just do the movement with your hand. Your hand is guiding the circle. Okay, then back to center. Hold your thigh with both hands, straighten your leg, and bend the knee, up and down. Right leg, heel up, heel down. 5 times. Okay, good. And then hold your right foot and your right knee, and you're moving your right knee to circle in the right hip socket. You bring your leg out to the side and up. Out and up. Change directions. And again, the movement is with the hands, not the leg. So the leg is passive as you're rotating, joint in its socket. Good. And then we bring the right foot down. So now we have right foot in front of left foot, like Sukhasana, easy pose. I'm going to keep my left leg like it is, bent in. Bring the right foot to standing, and then the right knee to the ground outside of the left foot. So my legs are in this pinwheel shape. And pressing both hands, I'm going to stack both hands on the left knee, like our dolphin pose that we do in self-awakening yoga. You push down into your knee. My forehead is dropping down towards the left knee, and then inhale, look out and up with the chin and come up and back. So it's like a diving motion down over the left leg and then up, inhale. When I come up, I take hold of my knee and I pull it up with me and kind of rock back. And then exhale, push the left knee down. Forehead face towards the left knee, belly towards the thigh, and then inhale, come up. And then rock back and lift the knee. Exhale, come down over the left thigh. Inhale up. We do this about 5 times also. Exhale down. Inhale up. Lift. Once more. Exhale down. Inhale up. And lift. We've come to center. Bring our hands to the ground outside of your left thigh, outside of your right shin. And then my left hand, I slide it back behind my left hip. So I'm leaning into my left hand behind me for support. Right fingertips are on the ground, and I drag my right fingertips along the ground from my right toes over to my left hand. And my right hip will lift up off the ground as I do this. And then I drag my hand back towards my right foot. My right hand comes back. And you drag your hand behind you to the right as far as you can. So just tracing a line around your body with the right hand from right to left. And you allow your twisting to go as far as it can to each side. Allowing whatever happens in the hips to just happen. And then we get the movement a little bigger by leaning into the left hand when we come to the left and lifting the hips up and then dropping the hips down. Bringing the right hand back. So the right arm just swings up and down. The hips lift when you press into the left hand. If you want, with the right hand, you can reach the arm up and over, all the way around and down. A couple times. Good. Okay, and we come back to center, stillness, forward. We'll lean back into our hands, slide the right foot out, bring it to standing, and we swap our feet so the legs go the other way. I'm going to slide my left foot out, bring my right foot to the ground in front of my body, in front of my groin, and then left knee, inner knee to the mat for this pinwheel shape with the legs. And we start with what's called like a dolphin press. Hands stacked on the right knee. Exhale, push into the right knee, forehead towards the right knee. Inhale, lift the chin, begin to arch the back and come up. You can take hold of the knee and grab it and lift it as you rock to the left. Exhale, press the knee down and come up. Inhale. And we go back and forth. It's like a rocking horse motion. Lifting the knee and then pressing and dropping down. These exercises getting more prana and fluid and movement, mobility in the hips. Once more. We come up. Good. Center. Hands to the ground. Right hand to the ground, left hand to the ground, straight up from the shoulders. Slide the right hand back behind the right hip a bit. Lean into the right hand for support, and then the left fingers on the ground by the left toes, we drag them over towards the right hand. We start to go side to side. Left to right. As far to the left and as far to the right as you can go. You can make the motion slow or move quickly. And then we lean more into the right hand and we lift the hips when we bring the left hand to the right. And come up and then down. Up and down. All the way around with the left hand, perhaps. Good. Once more. And come down. Great. And the left foot, we bring it out. And we'll here again just place one foot in front of the other in an easy seated posture. So we've worked the legs into the hips, a bit into the spine, and more into a spinal twist. Right hand will come behind us to about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And then we inhale the left arm up, exhale left hand to outer right knee and twist to the right. And you can adjust the right hand further back behind you, bringing it perhaps more towards 6 o'clock as you look over the right shoulder. Inhale and turn forward. We release our hands, bring our arms up overhead, hands over shoulders. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Left hand comes down at about 7 o'clock. Right hand to your left knee. Turn and look over your shoulder. Inhale, come forward, and we'll bring our arms up again, straight up, and then exhale your hands down in front of you, hands in line with shoulders. We press our palms forward, fingertips are up, and keeping the arms pretty still, we turn the wrists open to the outside, so my fingers are pointing out, fingers are pulling back in towards my body. And then as you exhale, you'll make a fist with the hands, squeezing your thumbs. So thumbs are in and fingers squeeze the thumbs. Then we open the hands wide again out to the side. Exhale, squeeze the thumbs. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze thumbs. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze thumbs. Once more. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze thumbs. Good. And then we hold on to our thumbs and rotate the wrists. Just pick a direction. Full rotations. Try to keep the arms steady. Do the movement with the wrists. Change directions. Just moving the wrists. Try to keep shoulders relaxed. Breath. Good. And then hands come up again. Fingers up. Palms face forward. And here I'm going to take my right hand and just pull my left fingers back towards my body. And then pull the left fingers down. My right hand is across my knuckles. Press through the left wrist, the knuckles of my hands, I should say. And then pull the fingers up again, left fingers up and back. Pull the fingers down. Exhale, release, shake out the hands, left hand. You can bring your arm closer to your body, let the shoulder relax a bit. And then we bring our right arm forward, palms up like a stop with our hands. We pull the right fingers back with the left hands. My thumb is free, I'm not pulling my thumb back. Exhale, pull the fingers down. Holds the hands, the back of the hands. Press through the wrist forward. Pull the fingers back and up. Right fingers, breath. Pull the fingers down. Exhale, release, shake out the hands. Just shake floppy noodle hands. Good. We'll bring both of our arms forward again. Turn our palms up. And with our hands reaching forward, palms are turned up, all we do is exhale and touch our fingers to our shoulders. So now the movement's in the elbows. About 5 times. Hands up and forward. And hands touch the shoulders. Good. And then we have our hands on our shoulders and we open our arms out to the side. Right, like this. So hands are on the shoulders, elbows out wide, elbows in line with shoulders, and we open our hands out to the side and exhale, hands to shoulders here. 3, 4, 5. Hold the shoulders with your hands, and we bring the right shoulder up, the left, or right elbow up, the left elbow down, and then the right elbow down and the left elbow up, and we're rotating arms, shoulders, elbows in one direction, making big circles, then circle the other way. I was going back like a backstroke, and now I'm going forward like a front stroke. Elbow up and elbow down. Good. And then elbows out to the side, we do like little circles. I'm going back with my elbows. And then little circles, elbows come forward. Great, and then arms, big circles. Forward, and then up and back. As big as you can make them. Change directions, forward and up, down and back. We go up and back down behind us, and we interlace our fingers together, squeeze the shoulder blades together towards the ground, press your knuckles towards the mat or down below you. And sitting tall, we inhale, reach our arms up in the air, hands up in the air. Don't fold over, just lift the arms. Breath. Hands higher. Exhale, lower, hands down. Release the fingers. Bring the arms out to the side. Sweep the arms up in the air. Exhale, hands to heart. Palms together. We let the fingers interlace, and then we exhale, palms out straight away from us. Fingers are interlaced. Rounds through the spine, chin towards your chest. Palms pressed forward. And now we inhale, come up with our spine tall. Lift the head, lift the arms. Keep the fingers interlaced. Reach the hands back. Exhale, bend the elbows, re-interlace the fingers with the non-habitual hold. Opposite thumb is on top, palms turn to the sky again. Reach up and back. Exhale, release the fingers, let the hands float to the ground. Let the hands just pause for a moment, let the arms relax. Breathe, close the eyes. And then a little bit of a side stretch. We keep the right hand on the ground. Inhale, left arm up. Cup the right ear with the left hand, and we're reaching over to the right. So we crawl our right fingers away. Left elbow comes up in the air. Begin to turn the head up towards the sky. Press into the right hand on the ground to anchor the left hip down. Soften the shoulders, soften the gaze. Feel the stretch through the left side body. And then we take the left elbow and exhale it down towards the right knee. We're still leaning over to the right. Left elbow towards right knee. Inhale, lift the left elbow towards the sky again. Exhale. And inhale, crawl the right hand back in. We come back up to center. Exhale, left hand down to the ground. Pause. Deep breath. And other side. Left hand stays on the ground. Right hand comes up. You cup your head with your right hand. And then exhale, crawl the left fingers away to any place that's comfortable for you. Press into the left hand. Maybe the left elbow comes to the ground. Right elbow rolls up and back as you start to gaze up. Push into your hip on the ground. Push into your hand to anchor the right hip. As much softening as you can create in your shoulders is great. Right elbow, exhale it towards the left knee. Hold. Inhale, right elbow up. Exhale, take a breath. Inhale, come up. Crawl the fingers in. Exhale, hand down. Good. Pause. And then exhale, chin drops towards your chest. Hold. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, drop the head slowly back, lifting your chin towards the sky. Mouth is open slightly. Head lifts, inhale, crown of the head to the sky. And keeping the shoulders squared, the chest squared forward. Exhale, turn and look over the right shoulder. You can keep your eyes closed. It's just this, imagine as if you're peeking over your shoulder. And we come forward, inhale. Exhale, peek over the left shoulder. Inhale, head comes forward. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Your head tilts to the side. Keep the shoulders relaxed, face soft. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, left ear towards left shoulder. Go slow, go to your edge. Breath. Inhale, lift head up. Exhale, right ear towards shoulder. We're circling our head now. You bring your ear towards your shoulder, then drop chin to the chest on the right side. Bring the chin across from right to left. And we circle the head up and back from left to right. You're slowly rotating the head in one direction. Change directions. And we come up to center. Inhale. Stacking the vertebra. Head floating on the shoulders. And lastly, our jaw and our eyes, like a lion's breath. We inhale. And as you exhale, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, and look up and back with the eyeballs. Squeezing all the facial muscles. Opening the jaw as wide as you can, sticking the tongue out as far as you can. Eyeballs gaze up. Hold the breath out. Inhale, tongue back in, close the mouth, close the eyes. Straighten out the neck, breath. Keep the eyes closed. Shift your internal gaze to the third eye, the space between the eyes in the middle of the forehead. If you can feel your roots, your perineum, the mula bandha, your root lock, engage the root lock. Breathe energy up from your roots through all the chakras, the sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, to the third eye. From the third eye connecting to the crown of the head. And then down from the crown of the head, third eye, throat, heart, sacral, solar plexus, sacral, and root. Breathe up from the root to the third eye. To the crown, exhale, crown, down to the root. Welcoming in whatever sensations you're noticing, whatever you're feeling, pleasant or unpleasant. Notice what desires arise within you, what aversions arise within you. Just label them as that, desire and aversion, those tugs, those pulls away from the present moment. You feel the pull, the desire, and you come back to your breath and right here. We'll open our eyes and we come into our hands and knees. Just come forward. I want to do a couple cat-cows. Tuck your toes. Lift your head, arch the back, look up. Exhale, chin towards the chest, round the spine, tuck in. You can point the toes now. Inhale, cat. Tuck the toes, look up, arch the back. Exhale, chin in, point the toes. Lift the spine up. Keep pressing down into your hands. Open the shoulders across the back. Inhale, flat back. Tuck the toes, float the knees, slide the hips back towards the heels. Diagonal with the arms, hands to shoulders. Straighten the legs, downward facing dog. Pedal the feet right and left. Shake the head no. Shake the head yes as you pedal. Heels towards the ground. Stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, come into a plank. Keep the toes tucked, dip the hips, lift the head, chest forward, quads engaged. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Inhale, come forward, plank, floating upward facing dog, hips down, head up, quads engaged. Exhale, knees to the mat, point the toes, child's pose. Sit down on the hips, chest to thighs, forehead to the ground. Inhale up, hands and knees. Separate the knees wider than hips into thread the needle. Right hand will stay on the ground, left arm lifts up, reaching to the right. Hold. Exhale, thread the arm under, left arm under the right arm. Left side of your head to the ground. Right hand over your head, on your fingertips, right fingertips, look over the right shoulder. Right hand will come up and back and behind you. Hold your thigh, left thigh with the right hand. Right hand, let's bring it out and around and up again. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, press up. Slide the left arm out. Come into hands and knees. Shift the hips right and left. Just move your weight side to side. And we'll lean into the left hand. So right hand sweeps up. Reach to the left and hold first. And then arm up, right arm up and down, under the left arm, exhale, shoulder to the ground, side of your head to the ground, left fingers over your head, push into your hand, roll, and look over the left shoulder. And then left arm up and behind you, find the right thigh, open up. And then arm up, your left arm up, exhale it down, push into your hands, slide out, hold the arm out. Good. Hands and knees, back into downward dog, exhale. Hold. Look up between the hands, hop to the middle of your mat. Lower your bottom down. Slide the legs out. Long legs. Hands rest, fingertips behind the knees. Lift the chest, flex the feet. Breathe in and exhale, hinge down, forward fold. Your forward fold, my friends, as deep as you want to go. Hands can come to ankles, feet, calves. You could be yin, you could be yang. Two more breaths, prepping yourself to rise. And inhale, we peel up. When the shoulders are over the hips, we pause and we relax our legs. Breath. Hands behind us in either reverse plank or reverse table. I'm going to reverse plank today, so my legs will stay long. Shoulders roll back, elbows bend slightly, fingertips point towards the feet. Inhale, lift hips, point the toes down, drop the head back. Exhale, hips down, and then we lie all the way down onto our backs. Coming down onto the back. Lie down. When you come onto your back, if you want something else for your body, you may do it. Blanket, socks are great. And then as you're both coming onto the ground, close your eyes, and you know the intention of our practice was to open up free flow of energy from our tiptoes to the crown of the head, from the fingertips to the crown of the head, the back of the body, and the front, and the right and left sides. So what do you feel in relation to that? Have you developed your sense of awareness enough where you can feel those subtle prana sensations streaming through the body? Was that practice effective for you in opening your lines of energy? How do you feel when prana flows through you? How do you feel physically? And how do you feel emotionally? What feeling state arises when you're open in your body, or attempting to be open in your body? Sometimes what occurs is a feeling state that has been suppressed. We begin to feel emotions that we were keeping at bay, like the prana was stuck in certain joints or areas of the body, but so were emotions. So if that's happening for you, the invitation is to just witness it, that, oh, now I feel sad, or I feel grief, or I feel joy, I feel love. feel at home. I feel anxious. I feel heavy. It's whatever you're feeling. And you don't have to attach a story to it. You don't need to know anything about it besides the fact that you're having it. And whatever that feeling state is, just build space around it. Build space around it for it to just be, for it to be experienced and witnessed all on its own. It doesn't need anything else. You don't need to heal anything. You don't need to fix anything by doing anything. Just in the spaciousness. The presence with what is for you. Loving what is. Turning towards what is. Breathing with what is. As you hold yourself in witness, identify more now with your witness state, less with those emotions and less with the sensations in your body and your thoughts, and more with part of you that's eternal, the part of you that's unchanging, the part of you that's a direct connection to Source. Feeling in that state even more spacious, infinite, undefined. There's also an energy of power, an energy of authority when you identify with your witness, your sovereignty, and your interconnection, interdependence. Hold the truth of the paradox, oneness and part of the one. Your exhalation, releasing thoughts, clearing away the noise. Going back to just observing, simply feeling, allowing, witnessing, body presence. Find your breath. Ride those waves of prana through your body, from the crown to the soles, from the soles to the crown. We feel the front of the body and the back, on the right and left sides. The center hub of the wheel is the heart. In our mind's eye right now, we bring to our awareness just one thing that we love. What can you love in this moment? What else can you love? Love all the things that you can love right now. Feel the resonance, the vibration, the energy of love in your body, your cells, your bones, your prana. And we start to move the toes and fingers, keeping the feeling of love in the body. You are the source. You're the connection. You are the gateway to love. We objectify it and put it outside, but you just generated that from within. So know that truth. Move your ankles and wrists. Your arms and legs and spine. Other things definitely help us to tap in, like a key in a lock to that love place inside, but it's inside of you that's getting opened. Move your head. Then we stretch and come to our right side. Up to seated. The eyes are closed. We sit tall and regal, noble. Think again of, what do you love? You love what you can love, and then you keep loving more. Feeling full with love. Or if there's resistance to feeling, then that's what's true for you, and that's okay also. We'll seal our practice with the sound of Om together. Inhaling. Om. Hari Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.